everyone, this is Simi Thapar and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are recording our another podcast with Astha Singhal, who is upcoming SWA intern at Microsoft. So let's start with her introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Asa Singhal and I'm a pre-final year student from CSE department at IGDTUW.
So let's quickly move towards my first question. What was the eligibility criteria to apply in Microsoft?
My opportunity was on campus, so there were two eligibility criteria. One was that the CGPA should be 7 or above, and the second was there should be no active backlogs.
Okay, so how did you prepare for the company?
So, for any company, the first step is OA. So, in OA, DSA questions are asked. So, I started preparing DSA concepts, understanding all the data structures and algorithms, and then practicing questions regularly. Like daily, you have to solve as many questions as you can, depending on you, like three, four, five. That person to person depends. Particularly for Microsoft, I started searching for questions that are asked in Microsoft OS regularly in the past few years. So I searched online and found a few questions, like a list of questions on Geek for Geeks. There are a lot of platforms that you can search on. I tried to do as many as I can because that gave me an idea that how usually Microsoft asks the question, what are their patterns and what kind of like data structures question they are based on morely, what is the level of their questions. All these doubts are cleared when you practice as many questions as you can.
As you said, you particularly prepared for Microsoft from GFJ platform. So could you elaborate what kind of questions were finally came in OA and also about the interview rounds?
So, as far as I remember, in OA, there were two questions, and it was 1.5 hour time period given to us. So, it was plenty time. And the questions were based on one was on sliding window, and the second one was on graphs. One was medium, and second one was hard level question. After that, the shortlisting was done for the interviews. For in interview, there are two rounds: technical round and HR round. Particularly, I would like to tell about how I answered the questions, because everyone gets to know what is asked in interviews normally, that what were the questions. But I want to tell people that actually how should you answer and what are the thoughts that goes in one's mind at that point of time. So in the first round, technical round, normally we see that DSA questions are asked. It was around 40 to 50, 45 to 50 minutes interview, and in that only for 15 minutes DSA questions were asked. In my case, the manager was a database manager, I guess. So that's why he was really interested in knowing about DBMS concepts like SQL. So for the next 30 to 35 minutes, he kept on asking questions related to SQL and in very depth. So you have to prepare for other these core subjects also, like OOPS and DBMS and OS also. So the next round was HR round, in which resume based questions and OOPS concept questions were asked from me. And one should know their resume very very thoroughly, because normally we put projects in them which we might have worked very well or not. But in interviews like these, you should know your resume very thoroughly. Whatever project you have worked on, whatever your part was in that project, you should know that part very well. Because for example, there was a project in which I built the front end part. So the interviewer opened the code and asked me to explain the lines of the code, that how will they work and what is their function, and also you should be able to know what work you have done in the resume. The other thing was OOPS concept. There were a lot of questions like based on virtual base class, and there are different concepts for CPP and Java. Those type of concepts were asked from me. One thing also I learned from my interview was that when you answer, you have to be really confident. Like right now I'm easily answering, I'm not in any pressure, or it's not like I am giving interview for a big company and like it was a dream company for me. So of course that thought is in your mind that I have to get into this company. No, don't think anything like that at that point of time, because at that point of time you have to show the interviewer who you are, what kind of thought process you get. I was not able to answer all the questions in first go. There were a lot of questions asked from me which were not that clear to me, but I didn't give up till the time I was answering. Like my second interview went for 1.5 hours, and I didn't give up till the time I was not able to answer or came to a conclusion with the interviewer. They also help you out. I basically felt that because I was sharing my thought process with them, whatever I was thinking, I was telling that person, okay, this is I'm thinking currently. So they understand understand what your thought process is. That's what the most important thing, I guess. In an interview, they see your personality, they see your way of delivering, they see your thought process. So that was the main thing for me in an interview, and that what I learned from my experience.
So you explained it in a great way. Like, how was your experience of the interview and the OA? Let's move towards our next question, which is you mentioned the second round of the interview was almost based on your resume. So, what kind of projects were there, and also how many questions you did before sitting for Microsoft?
Okay, I don't remember so much, but the questions, like, it was not the quantity that I focused on, it was the quality. Because you do 200, 300 question, it doesn't make a difference if the concepts are not clear. So I focused on, if I'm able to do a question on a particular concept very clearly, then okay, I am clear with the concept, I can move to the next concept. So that was my agenda. The second part was resume. The projects that I put in my resume were based on web development.
Okay, so could you also explain? You said you are skilled in web development. So whether you put only the front end part, or was it full stack, or what?
At that point of time, I was just a front end developer. I only knew HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. But my projects were full stack also, because I participated in many hackathons in which we were a team. So there were back end developers also, there were front end developers also. But when you present your projects to an interviewer, you can specify there that I worked on this part.
Okay, great. My last question: what would you suggest to the first and second year students now?
Okay, that's a big question. But for first year, I would suggest that you should explore as much as you can, because you don't know in the starting. Like, from my experience, I would say there are so many fields. I didn't know a lot of fields when I joined college. For me, it was like web development only. Apart from that, do focus on academics, because CGPA criteria is there in almost all the companies. At least maintain the basic CGPA criteria, which is 7 and above. Safest bracket I would suggest would be 8 and above. If your CGPA is above 8, then you don't have to worry at all. You will definitely be able to sit in most of the companies, in all the companies, I would say. Definitely enjoy your life. It's your starting of the college, but do focus on the academic part. It's not that difficult. You can start from 1 to 2 weeks before your exams, and you will be able to get really good marks. Basically, you have to focus on three things: academics, your field of interest, and DSA. DSA, you have to start the basic part only, because in the starting, whatever scholarships that you get, or any opportunity that you get in the first year, the DSA level is not that high. So you can crack it out. For second year students, start working on your projects and make good projects so that you can put them in your resume. And of course, now you have to focus on DSA. If you do it regularly, you won't feel pressure. You can easily go through all the questions, all the concepts thoroughly, so that helps you in the OAs.
Okay, so also could you mention if you were a part of any society, or you had some leadership roles in your college, which you mentioned in your resume, and was there any emphasis over that part only?
So I was part of music society. I was core in that society, and I was also a part of a lot other societies, like technical fest, in which I was part of WebD teams. So I did mention all those things in the resume, and it's really important that you should mention that in your resume, because it shows a position of responsibility, that you can handle a crowd, or you can handle a situation. For example, in my experience in the HR round, when the interviewer got to know that I was a core in music society, and I handled a team of about 40 to 45 kids, where I conducted some events. So he was really impressed by that you are in that position where you can handle such crowd.
Okay, so that was all from my sides. Now, let me quickly summarize the whole conversation. Starting from the preparation, it completely depends upon you, but I would say you should start a bit from your first year. Next, if you are applying for any particular company, you should first go on Google. You should follow up the particular questions that are asked in that particular company. That would be very helpful. Apart from this, for OA and for interview rounds, you must be confident enough to answer all the questions. Even if you are not able to answer all the questions, you should not give up. And for OA, you should practice these story based problems so that you will be able to solve it in the given time constraint. Then for resume, you should include, if you've won some hackathons, you should include those projects only upon which you have the grasp. Then you could also mention any leadership role, like if you were a part of any society, or you led some group, or you were mentor in some society. You can mention all of them. And you should also maintain the GPA from your first year, at least 7, and up to, it could be up to even at 10. So that was all for the video, guys. Thank you so much, Asta, for joining in and sharing your experience. I'm sure this video is gonna be helpful. So bye, guys.